Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate Space. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs, and today I am putting together a few little happy mails. Look at the mess that I'm in. I have changed my studio around a little bit, so everything's sort of a little bit different, but we'll see how we get on. It's been a bit of a while since I made a video, so I'm feeling a little bit out of sorts with it. It's funny, if you have a break, you really kind of get out of the swing of it, I guess. So the first thing I want to make for these happy mails is a little altered paperclip thing, lace paperclip that just slides on to a page or something. And so that's what we're going to do first. This involves some sewing. So I've got this much set up. This one I'm going to do on a rusty paperclip. I think that I would like that. I don't want to make it too long, so let's just see how long it needs to be. I can just cut this here, get rid of that, and I don't want to waste this one because this one's vintage or antique at least. Let's just have a look. So for the back, I'm just using this little bit of cotton. I've used different things, and actually the good thing about this, it could almost be considered a using your scraps video, because I have used lots of scraps of lace, not all, and some scraps of fabric and things. So yeah, I feel pretty pleased with myself about that. So let's just go there. How long about did I make them? I really got hit again by the lurgy, and I've been just knocked for six, I tell you. I've been really unwell. Still coughing, but I'm sleeping and I'm getting back into my exercise and things now, so that's good. But wow. Excuse me. So if I cough, I'll try and edit it out because it's not very pleasant to listen to. Also, I'll probably speed up the stitching because, again, I'm hand stitching this, but you could do it on the machine, and also you could probably glue it. I'm sure you could glue it, actually, but I'm not going to. I'd rather drive myself nuts by sewing it. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. Like I said, it's been a while. I do have a video on my computer ready to go, but it's another haul video from when I went to the antique shop. And I kind of really wanted to do a craft video that I haven't done with you guys for ages. Seems sometimes I feel like I'm just all out of ideas. And there's this kind of self-imposed pressure to come up with something new and different that no one's ever done before. And that's not really, I'm not very good at that. I'm not really an ideas girl. I do try, but right, so I'm just going to basically sew this across here. I'm going to hide my knot up inside. Yeah, so today I thought, I really want to make some happy mails, and so we have a New Zealand Facebook group called the Junk Journal Collective, and it's for New Zealanders, and we've just set up a happy mail and random act of kindness list. So people who wanted to put their addresses up have done so. And so I thought the best thing to do is to be quick. Excuse me. In that if I leave it too long, it'll be Christmas before I know it, and I won't have sent any out. And I just want to do something small. I don't want to do anything too massive. And then I thought, oh, maybe I could send some more out at Christmas. So let's just see how this goes. I won't be sending them out if I'm not happy with them, obviously. And of course, I made the first one of these paperclip things and went to make another one. It was like, oh, why is it so hard to make more than one of things for me if I don't have the exact same things? And I was like, just come on, use what's in your bowls. And because I had while I haven't really been making anything, I've just been sort of sitting down here waiting for inspiration to strike or for me to feel better or whatever. And so I have been sort of sorting through some things. I've done a bit of throwing out and moving on of things. And I sort of sorted through a whole lot of my lace and tiny, you know, I have lots and lots of scraps of lace. So I thought I'll try and maybe sort through those and put them in things that maybe I can see them and start trying to do little projects that use them. So you'll see as we get on, there's a few things in this project where I'm using some scraps of lace. This little piece of cotton lawn, or I don't know whatever it is from Gisela at Lavish Laces, and it's part of a little blouse or shirt. So although it was a bigger scrap than this, it was still a scrap that I've cut a bit off, so that's good. I'm happy about that. Right, so that's stitched on. These are similar, I guess, to the postcards I did with the lace hanging off the safety pin. And I love those so much. And this is sort of a similar thing, but it's kind of maybe a little bit more useful in that you can put it in your journal, pin something in there, or just have it hanging there as decoration. I want that to go over there, a bit wider. Okay. And then that one's going to go there. I don't know if I'm going to like this one as much, but anyway, let's just do it. So now I'm going to sew these 2 bits of lace on. I mean, you could put as many bits of lace on as you've got or want, or you could make it quite extra. Again, I'm going to hide my knot in there. I hadn't really thought about the back. Obviously, you're going to see the stitching on the back. I could cover it. I haven't on the other ones. I don't know if I will. That to be right up there. I remembered I wanted them to be sewn further down, but it's going to be covered, so it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to cover it with these. I'm just going to straighten that up a little bit there. So I'm going to put that one there and that one there, I think. And I'm just going to have this one coming down as well. So I can probably sew those all together, catch them all at once. Oh, I think what I did, I actually did the button at the same time. So I'm going to grab a button. So I want a little mother of pearl button, but I'm not actually sure whether I like it on this. See, this is where I don't really want to start looking for more trim. I don't know if I like that one, so now we're going to have to look for some more trim, which is, I don't want to spend too long doing that, so let's I'm just wondering if that's too heavy. Yep. Might just use that one. I think I like that better with the button. Okay, I'm going to go with that. We can always add something to it if we think we can fix it, if we don't like how it looks. This thread is quite hard to sew with. It seems to knot a lot. But anyway, we're nearly there. So again, I'll probably speed up the sewing up of this. So I'm going to sew the button on. I'm going to try and do all these trims here all at the same time. That's what I'm going to try and do. And the button, but let's see, I might not be very successful. Now I'm just not sure. These top ones, I don't want them to go all the way to the edge, if you know what I mean. I really only want them sort of this wide. I might actually cut that little bit off there. I'm just going to go like that. Right. Let's have a look, see what we end up with. So that's our button on, and then I also sewed on some beads. These sort of clear glass beads. So I'll do that again because I liked it. So just randomly sew some of those beads on, and again that helps hold all the everything together. It would look really nice with pearls. I don't have any pearl beads really to speak of. So I thought the next best thing were these glass, sort of clear glass beads, because they're sort of not, you could put colour in, I guess. You could do some coloured ones. But I was just decided to keep this neutral. See, this is what happens, this thread just knots up. Oh, wow. Okay, let's try that again. I had to untangle the thread. Pretty frustrating. And now I have got knots on the back. I think the back of this one's probably going to be the messiest of all of them. But right, I'll just sew the rest of the beads on and then we'll be back. Right, okay. That was not without its hiccups, but that's okay. Now I was going to have another one coming down, which I should have sewn on already. It's okay. That one or this one? I think I'm going to go with that one. Oh, so more sewing. You could glue this. The great thing about sewing is that if you're giving it to someone, they can take it apart if they want to by just unpicking it, and all the fabrics or laces are all in one piece. Right, for this one I'm going to try and go from under here just to save yet another knot on the back of that piece. I should have sewn this on before. That's all right. It does not matter. It only needs a few little stitches. Oh dear. I have to once again take my hat off to the ladies who make videos without editing. Imagine what my videos would be like if I couldn't edit them. Right, where am I? I'm over here. Okay, so a few more stitches into this piece. So quite a lot of the lace in this one is vintage or antique. I don't know which. That's quite cool. Right, let's just finish this off. Cute. Okay. How would this look like on a page? Let's do it down there. Oh, well, I like it. It's sweet. I think that looks nice. Okay, so we've done that part. The other part was I wanted to make little tags, and I have done most of them. Yeah, and they're just on bases, so they just need cutting down. So I'll just go cut them. Again, very basic little tags made with scraps of paper. I think I'll use my cutter. I'll be back. So I've just done a couple. So they've got a little bit of texture paste on them, a little scrap of 1800s blue ledger, and a little blue scrap of digital. And I'm going to put eyelets in the top. I'm just going to mark where I want the eyelet, so about there. And there, and I don't think I'm going to make them tag shaped. Again, the person who receives them could do that. So 2 holes. And I think I'm just going to put whatever I can find. Maybe these little old sort of brassy gold ones. I think they'll look alright. There we go. Now the other thing I did last weekend was I actually got out in my garden, and I decided I was going to bring my veggie garden, which I have a couple of raised beds sort of down the back. And they're a little bit out of sight, out of mind, and they don't get good sun. And we've got this fire pit up here by the house that we never use. It's just got a little brazier in the middle of it, seats all around it, and we never go down there and have a fire. We used to have fires on the beach, but again, we don't do that very often now because of not being able to get up on the beach very well anymore since the storms. Now, oh, I think, shall I tie some lace in here? I think I'll tie some lace in the top of these. Since we're going all lacy, I'm just going to tie it like that. Oop. Or am I? Okay. Okay, so there we go. We've got a little bit of lace at the top. Let's just cut that sort of about the same. Yeah, so I have these I have these half barrels that have got various plants in them around the place, and I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use those for my veggie garden. So we emptied emptied them, and we had a whole one that was waiting to be cut in half, so David cut that in half. And then we bought some dirt from the dirt shop. And yeah, so the barrels are all filled and ready. It was actually incredible how dry the barrels were, and it just made me realise, apart from that sort of big storm that we had, and I can't even remember when that was, we haven't had a lot of rain this winter. Everything is very dry. The other thing was my mum bought me some peony tubers for my birthday, because she knows they're my absolute favourite flower, and also you need frost to grow them, and we do get a frost. Now I've had them sitting there, and I haven't really known where to plant them because I don't have a flower bed. So in the end I decided I would plant them out the front. So out our gate we have a garden at the front of our house, and there's a spot there that'll get good afternoon sun, and it's away from the dogs, and they won't risk having to be moved if we do any work around the place. So they don't like being moved apparently. So that was that situation. So yeah, I got those planted as well. Right, to go with this little happy mail, I want to make a little pocket. And so I basically just got these guest checks. They're not that old. I don't know where I got them. And I've tea dyed it. And I'm just going to fold that up. And you can see what I've done there. Fold it up and tear it off. And I better use my ruler, as we might end up. And that bit is going to end up being the pocket. And I'm going to get my sewing machine and sew right around there. I will do that now. Yeah, so in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping that I will have planted some vegetables. I'd like to grow some strawberries. Right, so the other thing I want to make, or I am making, is a little vocabulary card. Where are they? Here. And I'm putting a little bit of a lace sort of snippety thing on it. So again, I'm trying to find the scraps that I've got and use those, and some, I'll show you the ones I've done already. I've done 3, so I've done that one and that one and that one. So I want to do this one with you guys, although you probably won't see me do it because I will be, I wonder if we could have that bit hanging down, and then I want some sari ribbon. So again, I'm getting these are sort of my scraps. I need a kind of longish piece because I gather it up. Oh, that is a long piece in there. What's that doing in there? Okay, that's good. Excellent. Found a long piece to put in. So I'll just cut that. Okay, so I'm going to use that, and then what lace am I going to use? Again, I need something with a little bit of length to it so I can gather it up, but I don't want it to be too, thick and bulky. I wonder if the white and the cream will look nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my machine, and as I sew, I'm just going to shove this under the foot and gather it all up. I think I'll put the white underneath the cream. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back. I should set up a camera by my machine. I think I will in the future, but I haven't done that yet. The thing with these is you don't really know what they're going to look like until you're done. I kind of like that, but that's a bit of old hanky up there. I might leave it. Someone can trim it off if they don't like it. Okay, what have we got so far? We have our little pocket. We have our little tag. We have our little vocab card. And then also I have photos. So these are photos from my own collection, and I've done some copies. So I've got this black and white one, and I've got this one here. So that can go in. This is going to go in That might have to go over that side, but it's quite bulky. The tag can go in at the back. And then I can put more things in. I thought I might glue something on here. Right, the other thing is I have a old French telegram which I've reproduced and aged as best I can. And my idea with that is I might pop a few little bits in there as well to go along with the happy mail. The last thing is a little tag, and I was going to actually put a little bit of tatting hanging on there and use a rusty safety pin to pin it up there. I think I might need to rust some of these tiny safety pins maybe. Some of these gold ones kind of look old. I think these might be Tim Holtz ones. Should we just use one of those? It doesn't have to be rusty, but I would like some tatting, so I'll find some tatting. I'm in a different place. My camera's on a different place on my desk now. Sorry about that, people. Okay. There we go, and then I'm gonna pin that through. There's a hole already there from Staples, I think. There we go, and I'm just gonna trim that down there. So we've got that little piece that's gonna have some things in it. I'd like a little ticket going here as well. Maybe 2 tickets. And I think that's all, but I might pin something to the back of the photo. So that's our little happy mail. Probably I will add some other things. I haven't decided whether I'm going to pin this onto here, but it will cover everything up. I guess that doesn't matter, because then it kind of... And then you could even have that pinned on there too, couldn't you? So everything's sort of attached. It doesn't look like much, but there's more in there. So that's it. Our little altered sort of paperclip thingies, dangly paper clips, or I don't know. And an old photo or a replica of an old photo, a few tickets, a little frou-frou vocab card, a little plain sort of ordinary tag. It's plain on the back. Our little tag here, our guest check, and a reproduced telegram which will have little goodies in it as well. I thought that was cute and pretty easy to send. Oh, I'm still too far over to the left, aren't I? Sorry about that. I'll try and edit this video up so it's a bit more watchable. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. It's good to be back, and hopefully I'll have some more videos as I get better and I can talk for longer without coughing. It would be really great if you could give this video a thumbs up. It just helps YouTube push it out to other people who might be interested. And again, as always, many thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.